as the top 8th grade in the country. It was really to what you've been putting into them. I guess the fundamentals that you've been putting into them, and that conversation we had over the summer on Michigan State's campus when you said, hey, how do you manage? You said we haven't done anything yet. Yeah. So what I was going to ask you as it relates to parents out there who are supporting their young person, their son or daughter, what advice do you have for them as it relates to what they can be focusing on now as it relates to helping their kid get to the next level despite whatever skill set they have right now?
Just first and most importantly, you got to trust the process. You got to trust the process. Regardless of what you're doing, you got to trust the process. Mm-hmm. If you're seeking out a trainer or a coach, you have to trust that person.
Okay.
Simple as that.
Okay.
Try not to interfere. Just allow them to do their job, because that's why you're in the market for looking for someone.
Well, let me play devil's advocate. But I'm paying you, and I just don't like the way you. Not that they sound like that all the time.
Right. But I mean, still, you're seeking help. So allow the help to do their job.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you knew it all, or so to speak, then you wouldn't be paying somebody to do it.
You wouldn't even be in the situation to begin with.
Exactly. So just trust it.
So when you transition from getting that trainer to help out, let's talk about parents and coaches in that relationship. And I know we talked a little bit of that can be really a fine line, but your kid is in high school somewhere, middle school or high school, and you got your own feelings about the coach. What advice can you give to someone as it relates to the idea of do they stay, do they go? How do you judge a good situation or not, or what steps they should take if they don't feel it's all happening like it should be?
I mean, character is built through adversity. You might have a coach that gets on your child's rear end from time to time, and most children, some of them aren't used to that.
Right.
But unfortunately, you're going to have to get used to it on some form or level, or some level.
Sure.
Period. It could be some kids get lucky; they get it early in life, to where that way they get a immunity to it.
Sure.
Where it's not a problem. But some kids that are foreign to it, they might get discouraged and want to just jump ship and go to another program. But the problem is you're going to keep running into the same issue.
Right.
Due to the fact that you're not used to being, let's say, challenged.
Right. And that's interesting, because I bet these parents have these, D1 hopes, NBA hopes for their kid, but those D1 and high-level coaches, they definitely go bring it to the kid.
For sure. And that's one thing parents have to understand. No matter where you go, it's going to be some turbulence somewhere. Mm-hmm. And you just got to be resilient through it. I mean, you might not like it in the beginning, but let your kids go through the process, because if you keep jumping ship, going to a different coach, a different program, you're going to keep having the same issue. And not only that, you got to realize one thing. This basketball community is small. Mm-hmm. And eventually these coaches are going to start talking. Mm-hmm. And pretty soon the word might get out about your kid to where that last trip you want to make, they might not even want to be bothered with it, because they done got the report on your child.
It's not even worth it at that point.
He keep jumping ship. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't trust the process. He doesn't want to be challenged. So therefore, I don't even want to be bothered with him. Take him somewhere else.
Wow. So now you kind of run things out to the point where there's nothing you can do going forward. How you doing?